What's up, guys? Just over 68 here, bringing you my UFC 166 recap and results. I'm going to call this event from now on No Moss Part 2, baby, because that's what it should have been in the main event. Let's talk about some of the prelims, because I don't really talk about the prelims, but there was actually really big matches on this prelims that should have been on the main card. Hector Lombard debuted in the welterweight division and beat the shit out of Nate the Great Marquardt. Nate the Great, see ya, bye. Hector Lombard, keep on working. You're going to be a threat in that welterweight division. Tim Bosch continues his tear in the middleweight division after beating eye poker CB Dalloway. Yeah, that's all I really got to say. The fight itself, and kind of boring. John Dodson made Daniel Motegui, I think that's how you say his name, Motegui. I'm not 100% sure. He made Daniel Motegui do a Ric Flair. Okay, like John Dodson is probably the best, has the best power out of all the flyweights, because he is a flyweight. Out of all the flyweights, he has the best power. He can make weight. He's a happy little kid. I love this kid, John Dodson. I hope he gets another title shot soon. I feel like he would probably be next in line. I'm not 100% sure what they're doing with the flyweight division, because that division, just like the UFC women's division, is kind of wide open. You don't know what they're going to do next with it. But he showed a lot of power. Made fucking Gautier, like fucking Ric Flair, like, woo! Just get the knock the fuck out. One of my favorite fighters to watch, John Dodson, is the shit. Gabriel Gonzaga took on Sean Jordan. Sean Jordan knocked out Pat Barry, so that's why he was on this main event. This main card, I mean, not this main event. Oh, Gonzaga knocked him out. Cool, cool. Move on forward. Let's go on to the next fight. Gilbert Melendez versus Diego Sanchez. Okay, first round. Gilbert Melendez had his way with Diego Sanchez. You know, Diego Sanchez had some good transitions in the first round, but you didn't really feel like he was going to win this fight. Second round, we got the, you know, classic Diego Sanchez we all know and love, where Diego just goes, and then Gilbert was like, you know what, I'm going to go at you too. And these two were just striking against each other. Gilbert was a little bit more technical in the second round, and I really did give the second round to Gilbert Melendez. He looked a little bit more technical, but the third round was Diego Sanchez's round. Diego Sanchez in that third round was just a beast. He was like pounding his chest. He's like, let's go, man, let's fight. And they were fighting against each other. And then when all of a sudden, you know, the doctor had to stop it a couple times. And these doctors, let me tell you, some of the worst doctors I've ever seen in officiating in general. Terrible. These cuts were fucking bad. And they let these guys fight. Holy crap, Houston, you have a problem. And I don't want an MMA event in Houston ever again, just because these doctors are fucking shitty. Diego Sanchez continuing that fight was one of the dumbest scenes I've ever fucking seen in mixed martial arts. And I'm not saying that just because I hated this fight. I actually love this fight. But Diego Sanchez had the same type of cut against BJ Penn, and they stopped the fight. That cut was huge. And the fact that he was able to continue in this fight was ridiculous to me and terrible doctoring. And I'm going to talk about that in the main event. Terrible doctoring. Honestly, Diego Sanchez should not have been able to continue this fight, but Diego Sanchez managed to get a knockdown in the third round. Almost came back to win, but El Nino was just too much for him at the end. At the end of the day, El Nino wins. Diego Sanchez wants a rematch. Honestly, Diego, I would love to see that rematch and all, but I want my boy Gilbert to beat Anthony Pettis' dumbass. So yeah, let's just move on forward as we have Daniel Cormier taking on Roy Nelson. Oh, God. Let me just say, Daniel Cormier just outboxed Roy Nelson, out-takedown Roy Nelson, outdid everything to Roy Nelson. Roy Nelson looked pathetic. P-A-T-H-E-T-I-C. Pathetic. Honestly, I was just like, oh my God, this dude is so fucking pathetic. Like, Roy Nelson should not fight anyone but scrubs in the heavyweight division, because at least they don't know how to stop his signaler. That's all Roy Nelson is. All he does is this. That's it. He has just one big shot power. He is terrible with feints. I've never seen a guy in my life where I'm watching a fight and he doesn't set up the shot well. The only time he set up the shot where he was trying to go for the Dan Henderson, let me go for the leg kick, boom type of deal. That was the only time that he ever set up his punch. This guy's garbage. I don't know how he has such a good fan base. Just maybe because he knocks people out, but he's garbage to me. No, bleh, get him out of my company. I don't want to watch Roy Nelson fight anymore. Being dead honest here. Daniel Cormier exposed this guy. In my personal opinion, Daniel Cormier did this. And Daniel Cormier, honestly, I would like to see me to fight John Jones. We know he's not going to fight Cain Velasquez because they're like best friends, and friends don't fight each other in MMA, which is fucking stupid, but they don't. So, I don't know what they're going to do next, but Daniel Cormier either fight John Jones, which would actually be an interesting fight because I think his striking is better than John Jones, because John Jones obviously showed in his last fight with Gustafsson that even though he has a reach, that all he likes to do is spinning back fists and spinning back kicks and spinning fucking shit. All right, now we move on to the main event: Cain Velasquez versus Junior Dos Santos. All right, in the beginning of this main event, I was really excited because I saw Cain just go into the middle of the ring, and Cain was just taking all these random shots. I was like, "Holy fucking shit! Why is Cain just standing here?" I was like, "Oh my god!" And this beginning of the fight reminded me of when Cain took on Brock Lesnar. Remember that beginning of the fight where those two just like started standing at each other, striking each other like crazy? That's what this beginning of the fight reminded me of. And then afterwards, we kept on moving forward and forward into the fight. Cain was just doing dirty boxing, making Junior look silly. And then afterwards, in the third round, when Cain hit a huge bam shot right there to the skull of Junior, and it was kind of similar to the shot that Junior hit to Cain in the first fight. Cain fell down. Junior fell down, and Cain was destroying Junior. Cain was all over him. There was even a point in the fight where Herb Dean actually wanted to stop the fight, but then realized Junior was okay. And then Junior's eyes and everything was messed up. And the doctors, once again, did a shitty fucking job, let Junior continue, and they made Junior make himself look like an idiot at the end of the fight. Because at the end of the 5th round, it was one of the most hilarious knockouts I've ever seen in MMA. I was dying laughing. Anyone who says Junior Dos Santos has a great chin, after seeing that, I am not going to agree with you because that shit was hilarious. Junior Dos Santos was going for a choke. Cain goes to take him down, and Junior hits his head on the ground. I'm sorry. You want to call a guy with a great chin someone who gets knocked out from getting hit on the head on the ground? Yeah, man, he took a lot of punishment, but really, to be honest, they should have said no mas after that 3rd round. The fact that he even continued to the 5th round is ridiculous to me, and it shows that the UFC needs to step up their doctor care. That's all I really got to say. It's ridiculous. How did he even get past, the 4th round? There was no way he should have even been in that 5th round. And I think the doctors, they were really just hearing the fans boo, and really, us as UFC fans, MMA fans, are really like that. Wow. Shows how we are. Anyways, I just thought the fight was great overall, though. It was really entertaining. It was hilarious as hell seeing Junior get knocked the fuck out by a takedown. Overall, UFC 166 was a good show. If you guys, liked it, cool. I thought it was okay. I just felt doctor stoppage was terrible tonight, and it's one thing in MMA, just like judging, that needs to be fixed. Anyways, guys, if you like me, you can subscribe down below. Like this video, dislike this video, do whatever you want with this video. Share this video with your friends. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOver68. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Peace!